What up, Fantasy Football Hustler? Back at you. I'm breaking down the running back matchups. I already got my wide receiver video out, so go hit that up. Go check out all the matchups. Got the QB, got the tight end video coming out. Those are going to be on the next one. Those are going to be coming out next. And then we got the defensive streamer video. You got to hit that up. I know a bunch of you guys are streaming out there, so go hit that up. Okay. So we got a couple teams on bye, the Bills, the Bears, the 49ers, and the Giants. Before we get into that, got to remind everybody, smash the subscribe button, hit it up, hit the like button, hit the notifications because I got 4 live streams every single week. So you want to make sure you're a part of that. This week, the schedule is changing a little bit. It's going to be Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be back to normal next week. It's got a big family function on Thursday that I got to go to. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. Go ahead and hit the like button. If you're not on YouTube right now, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, wherever you're at, go hit it up. Fantasy Football Hustler on YouTube, Fantasy Football Hustler on Apple Podcast or any podcast that's out there. Go hit it up, guys. Help me get those downloads up. And if you want to take your game to the next level, fantasyfootballhustler.com. We got the Discord going, so get at the Epic tier or higher. That's the $5 tier or higher. You get into the Discord where you get access to me. We got the Hustler Gang going in there. So, yeah, you know it is lit. Bunch of cool people in there. Got all types of topics that are being asked and questions answered, and it's amazing. It's just like my live streams, but in digital form, and everyone's having fun. Dude, it is a good group of people in there. So go hit it up, fantasyfootballhustler.com. Get an Epic tier or higher to get in the Discord gang. And don't forget, when you sign up right now, you get those entries into the signed Jonnu Smith mini helmet giveaway, brought to you by Modern Memorabilia. We're almost there. It's all about my rise to 1,000. I'm very, very close. It's going to be happening either this week or next week. We're getting very, very close, guys, so I appreciate you. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Thursday night football, Cardinals at the Seahawks. So we got some question marks here. So Drake, I'm already tampering my expectations a little bit. I'm pumping the brakes a little bit on him. I do think that you can flex him, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough sledding versus the Seahawks. Now, I'm sitting Chase Edmonds. Just when Drake is there, Edmonds just doesn't get that much work. And everyone who thinks he does, he doesn't. He had 8 rushes. He did have 3 catches. So he got probably about 35, maybe 40% of the work if we're being generous. But I assume that Drake is just going to keep getting increase in the workloads. And he had 16 rushes for 100 yards. I mean, he did good on the ground. Now, for the Seahawks, Chris Carson, we don't really know what's up with him yet. Like, Pete Carroll came out and said that Carlos Hyde's a little bit farther along than he is right now, so you just got to make sure you subscribe on YouTube so you get the updates on that because everybody's kind of a little bit in limbo right now. Tomorrow's probably going to tell us a lot about it. Chris Carson plays, I'm starting him, plain and simple. I don't think that they're going to bring him back, if he's not very close to 100%. I mean, why would they keep sitting him out, Now, let's say he doesn't play. Carlos Hyde or DJ Dallas. I mean, I would play either one of them. If Carlos Hyde plays, I'm playing him, and I'm not playing DJ Dallas. Carlos Hyde doesn't play, I'm throwing DJ Dallas in there in the flex. So not that complicated, but we just don't know what's going down yet. Eagles at the Browns. So this one's pretty easy for me. I'm starting everybody here. I'm starting Miles Sanders. I'm starting Nick Chubb. I'm starting Kareem Hunt. I'm sitting Boston Scott. I'm sitting Corey Clement. They got lucky last week, but that luck is just not going to happen that often. So, yeah, I'm not banking on that. Falcons at the Saints. The only one I'm starting in this matchup is Alvin Kamara. I'm doing my best to sit Todd Gurley. Saints, they are very stingy against the run. And Latavius Murray, this isn't the matchup to throw him out there. Bengals at Washington. Next matchup here. Joe Mixon, questionable. He missed this past week after coming back from the bye. Very confused. If he plays, I roll him out there. Flex worthy, at best. Gio Bernard, someone who I'm not super excited to play. I mean, I would consider flexing him if Mixon is out. Tough matchup, though, against Washington, but just depends on how far you're deep diving because waiver wires are thin. Now, for Washington, Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, I'm rolling both of them out there. In one league where I'm really hurting on running back, I played both of them last week. I ended up losing, but definitely wasn't because of those two. So, yeah, I would get both guys out there. Both guys have been viable. And J.D. McKissick, I mean, he's not a backup. He's got enough work to where he's got a solid role no matter what. He's getting a grip of targets and a grip of receptions on a week-to-week basis. Lions at the Panthers. This is going to be the DeAndre Swift game that we have all been waiting for. Fire him up. If you have been sitting him on your bench and you've been saving him, this is the game to fire him up. That's all I got to say about him. Adrian Peterson, Kerryon Johnson. I'm not playing them. They're just not getting enough volume for me to, even dabble in that. For the Panthers, Mike Davis, you're going to play him, assuming Christian McCaffrey doesn't play. He's doubtful. Coaches already came out and say he's unlikely to play this week. So I think you got Mike Davis for one more week. Lions have been a pretty good team to stream your running back against. Steelers at the Jaguars. I'm starting James Conner. I'm starting James Robinson. Now, the thing is, it's a tough matchup for James Robinson, but the amount of volume that he gets, I think he can still string something together to at least be an RB2. So I'm definitely rolling him out there if I got him on my squad. Titans at the Ravens. Derrick Henry, must start. You are never sitting him. J.K. Dobbins, I think this is a game where you can get him into the flex. I don't have a super lot of confidence in him, to be an RB2 necessarily, but, we're talking about a flex play. We're talking about someone who's maybe in, the top 30 range, ish. And, I think you can get J.K. Dobbins in there. In this game, I'm sitting Mark Ingram and I'm sitting Gus Edwards. I'm not playing that game. And J.K. Dobbins, he did get a significantly more amount of snaps than the other two running backs. Patriots at the Texans. This game, it's going to be very weird, but I think Damian Harris, that's someone you got to get in there. Texans have been bad at stopping the run. I'm sitting the other guys, though. I'm sitting Rex Burkhead. I'm sitting James White. I'm just not taking the gamble on them. And I think that's the game that you play Duke Johnson. I mean, I know he didn't look the best. They didn't give him the most volume last week. But it's something to where to slow the Patriots down, they're just going to have to run the ball. I mean, plain and simple, they're going to have to do it. They're going to have to get Johnson way more involved than he was last week. Dolphins at the Broncos. Salvin Ahmed, he's the only person that would play in this matchup. Matt Breida, he's questionable. He didn't play this last week. We'll get some updates when it comes in. Make sure you follow me on YouTube so you get all the updates. Melvin Gordon and Phillip Lindsay, I'm sitting them both. Dolphins are stout. The Broncos, I just don't know what their identity is. They don't even know what their identity is because you think that they're a run-first team, and they're just really not. They're not giving a lot of volume, to the running backs at all. So yeah, I'm trying to avoid both of those guys if I can and sit them down. Jets at the Chargers. I believe this is going to be a very lopsided affair. Kalen Ballage, he's the only one I'd really be, considering starting here. Really don't want to start Joshua Kelly. I mean, Tremaine Pope, he was nothing after last week. And then Frank Gore and LaMichael P. Ryan, I can't bring myself to want to start those guys at all. I don't care how far you're deep diving. I would really just choose a different area to deep dive in. Packers at the Colts. You got to start Aaron Jones. I mean, it's a really, really tough matchup, but you got to start him. He's just too good to sit down. Nyheim Hines, he's someone that I think you could start. Green Bay, I mean, they've been really bad against the run. So this is a really perfect matchup to get him out there. Jamal Williams, I'm not getting him out there. Not in this game. The Colts, they're pretty stingy. Now, Jonathan Taylor, he's someone, I don't know why. I just have this feeling like going up against the Packers that he's just going to have a decent game. So, I mean, he is a flex consideration for me. Not super excited about him, but I don't know. Just something inside of me is telling me that Taylor is going to have a good game versus the Packers, who have been horrible at stopping the run. And Jordan Wilkins, last guy, I would sit him down. I wouldn't be playing him over Hines or Taylor or anything like that. Wilkins seems like he's the third wheel. Cowboys at the Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott, got to throw him out there. I'm pumping the brakes though a little bit, with the hamstring injury and the way their line's looking, so that's why I have flex here. If you're on YouTube, you can see that. I'm just pumping the brakes on my expectations that Zeke's going to put out because his line's garbage and he hasn't been able to do anything out there. So, yep, playing him, nervous as hell though. Dalvin Cook, Minnesota, you got to play him. I mean, obviously, dude's just been balling lately. Played one of the toughest teams, Chicago on Monday Night Football. Still did decent, not the normal Dalvin Cook 200 yards, but it is what it is. It was a decent game. They kind of held him down a little bit, but yeah, I'm expecting big things out of him in the future and really, really big things out of this game. Sitting the handcuffs here. I'm sitting Tony Pollard, sitting Alexander Madison. Sunday Night Football, Chiefs at the Raiders. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I'm still getting him out there versus the Raiders. They've been pretty bad at stopping the run, so I'm just going to get him out there. Josh Jacobs flips out of the ball. Got to get him in there. He's been doing great lately. I mean, at least in the last 2 games, been showing he's the Josh Jacobs of old. And I'm sitting Le'Veon Bell. I know there's still some people out there who are playing him or, thinking about playing him. Just don't do it. Don't get him in your lineup. No thanks. And Devontae Booker for Las Vegas. One of those things, I mean, he just balled out. Jacobs balled out way more. So it's just one of those things. I mean, that was the way that the cookie crumbled that day. They just ran the ball an extra lot of times. And Devontae Booker, he took advantage of those times. And, yeah, it was pretty good. Monday Night Football, Rams at the Bucks. I'm nervous about the running backs in this matchup. So Darrell Henderson, he's someone that I would consider flexing for the Rams. Not super excited about it, one way or the other. And then for the Bucks, Ronald Jones, I got him in flex territory. Why do you have to do that last week and just confuse us? We thought it was the Leonard Fournette show, and then Ronald Jones just busts that 82-yarder and totally changes things. So I still think Ronald Jones is flex worthy. I still think Fournette is a little bit flex worthy too, because I don't think it's always going to be, one or the other. I think both of them in certain games they're both just going to get their work. Now I'm sitting Malcolm Brown. I mean, not too much upside for me. Obviously, he banged in 2 TDs, last week, but the Rams just drove and they just fell a little bit short, and he was the guy that they leaned on. But they also leaned on Cam Akers, who had more snaps than everybody in that game out of the Rams running back. So a little bit tough just to decipher what's going on with the Rams backfield. But Cam Akers is someone that I would consider picking up and just throwing on my bench. Thanks for watching, guys. That's a running back video. Don't forget, I got the wide receiver video out. I got the QB video out. I got the tight end video out. And I got my streaming defenses of the week to pick up. So I got you guys covered. Just go follow me on YouTube, Fantasy Football Hustler. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Go check out all the videos. Go see what the haps is. And, yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.
Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It's all about the Benjamins, babe.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, babe.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, babe.
VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, 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 money.
Call out here for a pill. When they tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.